Hey there, Retro Games fans. This is Andy C from Pieces of 8-Bit. Welcome to this week's The Bit Between, which is going to be a short one this week for a few reasons which I'll talk about as we play through. I'm going to just be doing a voiceover, some gameplay that I've already recorded. And as you've seen in the background this week on The Bit Between, I am strapping into the cockpit for After Burner Climax. This is Sega's explosive, high-speed return to one of the most iconic arcade series of all time. I'm sure everybody's played it, and it is a series of games that I absolutely love. And this version of After Burner is basically what Outrun 2 was to the original Outrun. And to understand Climax, you've basically got to go back to where it all started. Obviously, the original After Burner, released in 1987, was one of Sega's real arcade crown jewels, especially if you played on the moving cabinet. It's absolutely fantastic, and it puts players in the seats of an F-14 Tomcat, and it blasts them through a barrage of missiles, barrel rolls, lock-on explosions at blistering speed, all of that kind of good stuff. And it was pure arcade adrenaline, loud, fast, bright, and absolutely way ahead of its time. There was a sequel, After Burner 2, which refined the formula and become a real staple of arcades all over the place. And over the years, the franchise has seen ports and spin-offs and cameos, but nothing really recaptured that original arcade chaos until After Burner Climax arrived in 2006. Now, this is a game that I've not really played on a console before. This is the Xbox 360 version, and you're going to have to go some to get and find it. You'll probably need Xenia, which is the Xbox 360 emulator to play it on, and it was a digital game that you can no longer get hold of, so it is pretty tricky to find. It was developed by Sega AM2, the same studio behind Virtua Fighter, Hang On, Outrun, all of those ones, and Climax brought us After Burner back with the modern visuals. It looks stunning. It really does look stunning. Ultra smooth gameplay, a signature lock-on missile system, and it's just all turned up. All the dials are just turned up to 11. You can pilot a few aircraft, so there's an F-14D, an F-15E, or an FA-18E Super Hornet. If any of that means anything to you, it doesn't mean a great deal to me, to be honest with you. I just pick them based on how I think they look. And you're basically tearing through lots of cinematic environments, lots of fireballs, sunsets, explosions, volcanoes, canyons, as you're seeing on the screen now, industrial areas, all sorts of things. And the heart of the game is still that classic energy, bright colours, big effects, relentless sense of forward motion, and you're dodging missiles rolling through clouds of smoke, lava if you go the volcano way, and you're going to be filling the screen with lock-ons and triggering Climax Mode, a slow motion burst that lets you unleash absolute chaos. It obviously came out in the arcades first, and then made its way to XBLA, or Xbox Live Arcade, and PlayStation Network, and it was praised for its visuals, as you can see on the screen. For a game that is on a 20-year-old platform on the 7th generation, it looks amazing. It is pure nostalgia, and it really puts you in the seat of, you could basically be Tom Cruise in Top Gun for all intents and purposes, and it's pure arcade fun, and it still feels incredible today. So yeah, I've been playing through it. Like I said, I've never really played it on the arcade version. Never played it on the console, I should say. I played it on the arcade version here, and as you can see, I'm not particularly good at it. It is great fun though. It really does feel like the original one, and I think it plays a bit better actually. So as I mentioned before, just to get and play this, I played this on Xenia. So unfortunately, I don't think it's unfortunate I have a Mac, but it is unfortunate if I want an Xbox 360 emulator. So I have had to play this on the Xbox ROG Ally, which is hooked up via my video capture card, which means that the visuals and the FPS is a little bit ropey, so I apologise for that. But you get the general feeling, the fast movingness, apart from a little bit of tearing. But when you see it actually in the emulator natively, if you've got a PC and you play on the Xenia emulator, it's more than capable, if you've got a modern PC, of playing this. Like I said, I played it on the handheld ROG Ally X, which is a sort of 12-month, 18-month-old console, PC now. And it still plays really, really well. So yeah, at the moment, you can see I'm in this industrial zone here. Lots and lots and lots of things going on the screen all at the same time. It's really quite tricky, and avoiding the missiles is difficult, as you can see. Then we've got that Climax Mode there, and you can see the sort of bar filling up at the bottom there. It's sort of like an EM pulse, if you like. It sort of basically destroys everything in the area that you lock onto. So yeah, you can see it's all lit up now. Yeah, down to my last continue. So just going to continue talking about this for a couple more minutes, and that's going to be it for this week for the bit between. Ultimately, I just wanted to show you this game. It's like I said, it's a rare find. So go and seek it out. If you get Xenia, you might struggle with the license element. You need to go and update the config file. There's some instructions out on the web on how to do that to get that going. Obviously, you know, you morally, you probably ought to have bought this game in the first place, but I'm not going to dive into that, and I'm not going to explain my situation about that. But unfortunately, you won't find it on DVD anywhere. You may find it in an arcade sitting around somewhere, but yeah, you can see I'm in big trouble here. I'm now definitely at the limits of what my gameplay is, and I just keep crashing into rocks, which isn't great. So this is just about the end of my gameplay here. So let's quickly wrap up. Well, I've got about 1 minute left. Absolutely fantastic game. Brilliant fun to play. It looks, like I said earlier, it looked absolutely amazing. It is brilliant, and it's great fun getting back into this Top Gun style game that is After Burner again. It really does bring a lot of fun, and yeah, that is my bit between for this week. I said it would be a short one, so stay tuned for my PS2 video on Friday when I talk about what it's been like to live with the PS2 for the month. That's now been put, well, it hasn't really been put down because I'm still playing it in the living room, but yes, stay tuned for that. More bit betweens, and of course I am also now doing the Lego Big Build for 25, so that is the Pac-Man cabinet. Stay tuned for videos of that as well. That is it for this week. Please do all take care of yourselves. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.